When I needed to purchase a laptop for school, I had to think wisely. I needed something with good battery, good performance, and something that was affordable. So I bought a gaming laptop. More specifically, the HP Omen 15. This has a Ryzen 5 4600H, a GTX 1650 Ti, and 16 gigs of RAM. But was it a good choice for school? Probably not. Unfortunately, I got this around last Christmas, so I didn't even think of recording an unboxing. I've tried to recreate the experience though by watching an unboxing of this laptop and putting everything back in the box. Speaking of the box, inside of it you'll get the laptop, a 150 watt charger, the usual documentation, so warranty, health and safety, all that, and that's it. It's a pretty standard laptop unboxing. If you don't do a fresh install of Windows right out of the box, you'll get around 6 to 7 pieces of HP software installed, the Omen gaming hub for controlling lights and fans and all that, some extra Dropbox storage for a year, and of course, everybody's favourite, McAfee. You can't see it, but I just frowned. Because I was going for a decent price laptop, I didn't get a top spec. The laptop was around $1,300 US Australian dollars on sale, and as I said in the intro, it has a Ryzen 5 4600 with 6 cores and 12 threads. It's got a GTX 1650 Ti, 16GB of 3200MHz DDR4 RAM, and 256 gigs of NVMe storage. In Cinebench, it gets a multi-core score of 8,238, and it gets a score of 3,842 in 3D Mark's Time Spy test. For real-world use, it's great to use. Premiere Pro runs great. Even editing 4K footage runs very smoothly on this machine. In terms of games, Doom 2016 runs at around 90 to 100 frames per second at ultra settings, and Scavengers runs at about 70 FPS at high settings with an occasional stutter. Doom also got an occasional stutter, but both of these games are not installed on an SSD. They are installed on an external hard drive, like a spinning disk, so that could impact performance slightly. It definitely impacted the load times, and I know it can add stutters at some points, in some areas. Now that I've gone over performance, what does it feel like to use? Because performance is nothing if it feels bad to use. So first, I'm going to talk about the keyboard. I love it. It has a nice tactile feel, it's not too loud, and it feels great to type things on. It feels so great, in fact, that I typed out the entire script for this video on it. Yes, I do have a script. I don't know if you can see it. It might be too bright for the camera. It also has a standard layout instead of like a weird laptop one, if that makes any sense. I'll try and show an example. But yeah, it makes it really easy to get used to if you spend a lot of time typing on a traditional desktop keyboard, which is very good HP. Yeah, very good. At school, it's great for note-taking, writing out essays, and basically anything that involves typing. The keyboard has 4-zone RGB backlighting, which I think can be upgraded to per-key backlighting, and if I knew that before I bought that, before I bought the laptop, I would have 100% gone for the per key backlighting. If you can get it. It just, the effects are a lot better with per key. The wave on this looks awful because it's 4-zone, but anyway. The trackpad is also pretty good, like it's not MacBook level, but I don't hate it. It's not a dream, but it works really well. My palms rarely get in the way of it while I'm typing, and yeah, it's well sized and just feels pretty good to use. Ah yes, the battery life. I'm not going to be the first to admit that battery life on a gaming laptop is definitely not the manufacturer's first priority. And with this laptop here, it wasn't a priority at all. This thing lasts about half an hour. But HP did a pretty good job. On average, I get about 4 hours of use without the keyboard backlight on, and at around maybe 70% brightness. So it's not amazing for a laptop, but for a gaming laptop, it's awesome. It's fine for using at school, but I do have to charge up during breaks sometimes, especially if I've just had a class, or I know there's going to be a class where everything is done online, or if I've been playing games. Now, here's my other favourite part, apart from the keyboard and that. The upgradability. This laptop has upgradable RAM, storage, and a battery, and it's really easy to get to. All you need to do is unscrew the 8 Phillips head screws on the back, and then use a prying tool, or I had to use my my school transport card to like pry it open, like get the clips, and you're in. It's that easy. The RAM, the SSD, and the battery are right there. The only screws you need to do, like the only other screws you need to unscrew is if you're changing the NVMe, because you need to have the like standoff thing. But the RAM doesn't need any screws, the battery doesn't need any screws. Quick editor's note, the battery has one screw to take it out, as far as I know. But yeah, I just figured it was worth mentioning. And they're like both they're all right there, ready to be upgraded. They almost want you to upgrade it. Both of the RAM slots are full, but it has 2 M.2 NVMe slots, with only one of them filled up. So that might be a disadvantage, but it does mean that I can easily upgrade my storage without having to do a Windows reinstall, and without having to figure out what to do with the SSD I just yoinked from the laptop. As I said earlier, the battery is also replaceable, and you can get bigger capacity batteries straight from HP. I do want to do that just to see if it makes a big difference. If I can get at least 6 hours of battery life on this without playing games, that would be amazing. Now to finish off, do I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend it as a school laptop? No. This laptop is a great gateway into the world of PC gaming. Like if you, let's say, for some reason you're a parent watching this, this would be a good Christmas gift for a kid who's like, get me computer. It's not amazing, but it's going to play most PC games. It works. And if you need a nice productivity laptop, or like you've already got a main PC like I do, it's also great. Just remember to uninstall McAfee.